Hello, guys, and welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. So we are back again, and ladies and gentlemen, we have to start with the results that are on the screen. Yes, look at yourself on the screen, people. You will see what I'm talking about. The Carabao last games are finished, and now we know the teams that are going to the next round. Now look closely, because you might see your team and might be disturbed or confused with whatever that is happening. Let me keep you updated with what happened today in the Carabao Cup. We had Origo scoring one of the, I think it's gonna be goal of the tournament or goal of the week. That crazy control that he showed there was out of this world. Then we also had Yankees. We also had Takumi Minamino again scoring another goal. He's always scoring for Liverpool. They're all scoring, which gives me confidence as a Liverpool fan, because I know that these kids, we're gonna need them, especially when Mane and Salah are going to the next stage of the Africa Cup of Nations. So we gonna need them people to be really active and to be at their fully best, which I really love a lot. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What are your thoughts? What do you think about what just happened right now? Because a lot of people are still shocked. Why Man City are out of the tournament for the first time? So it means they're not winning it this time. They have been winning it for the past years, but this time they're gonna be missing it, because guess what? They were beaten by the Hammers, and the Hammers have done something that has never been done. They've managed to play Manchester United and Manchester City and send them out of this tournament. So here are the results, people, as we wait to see what's next with the Carabao Cup. Chelsea beat Southampton in penalties by 4 goals to 3. Arsenal beat Leeds United convincingly by 2 goals to 0. PQR versus Sunderland finished in penalties. Sunderland won in penalties. Then we had Stoke versus Brentford. Brentford won 2 goals to 1, which was today. The Hammers played Man City, and the Hammers won by 5 goals to 3 in penalties. Leicester played Brighton, and Leicester won by 4 goals to 2 in penalties as well. Then we had Preston playing against Liverpool, and Liverpool won by 2 goals to 0 with a wonder goal by Divock Origi. Then we have lastly, which was Tottenham versus Burnley. Tottenham managed to win by 1 goal to 0. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about the Carabao Cup, and where do you see Manchester City going now that we're talking that they're out of the tournament? It's crazy, right? So let's get this show started, and we will talk about what we are actually here for. So let's do this. Is the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam, and we are back again with another one. And we are talking about, what we're all here for. We are talking about week 10 of the Premier League. We have some interesting matches that we're going to be covering. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. And also, as you know, the attention is still all on Manchester United. Remember, they were supposed to let Ole Gunnar Solskjaer out. I thought Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would have been fired, but I guess I was wrong. He's still the Manchester United manager even up to now. It's really crazy. Does not make sense, but anyway, we'll move on, because what they're saying is this is going to be there until international break. And if the results he produced by then does not match up with what the owners and some of the board members, say Alex Ferguson being one of them, do not match with what they want, then he's going to be fired. And it looks like the man who wants this job, really wants this job, it's none other than Antonio Conte, and he's willing to break his own rules of starting his season in the middle of the season, because he's willing to do anything it takes just to be in a Manchester United jersey, wearing that number one jersey that they give the managers and stuff like that. So the question of the day is, who is going to be the next manager of Manchester United? Is it gonna be that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer remains or not? I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments section. But that is not even the breaking news. Called breaking news. No, is it supposed to be a breaking news? Let me just say the latest news because a lot of people have already been knowing about it. But it is the latest news because if you thought it was getting better for United, then I'm really, really sorry. You were goddamn wrong because it continues again, people. Manchester United versus Tottenham. It is the match that we're going to be looking at the more while we build up to the games that are going to be played during the weekend. Can't wait. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Click the like button. So if you, as you can see behind me, there is a nice Premier League background, which I kind of like. We're going to be looking at the fixtures of the coming week, and we're going to be looking at all the teams, who's facing who and what's going to happen. Then I'm going to try to predict. Then we will focus a little bit more on the game of the week, which we all know is the big game, Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur, or is the other way around? Yeah, I think it's Tottenham versus Manchester United, but yeah, because United are not playing at home. It's really been terrible for them at home, you see. Really, really terrible. So anyway, let's go as we look at the game. So the first game that we're going to be watching will be Leicester City versus Arsenal. Now that is an interesting game. Why? Because Arsenal somehow, unfortunately, now found themselves. Arteta worked his magic, and now it looks like he's really enjoying his his time as the manager of Arsenal. Looking as well at Leicester City as Patson Daka did what he did. Then they won again against Brentford by 2-1. So they're really in a high run, and in fact, as we speak, they've just won in penalties to actually qualify for the Carabao Cup next round. So a lot of things are working so well for Leicester City. So my question is this: what is going to happen in this game? We'll come back and talk about who we are expecting to be the stars of the match and whatever that is going to be happening in that game. We've got Burnley versus Brentford. Now these are the 4 o'clock games. Burnley versus Brentford, Liverpool versus Brighton, Manchester City versus Crystal Palace, Newcastle United versus Chelsea, Watford versus Southampton. As we continue, then Spurs versus Manchester United. Now, all the people will be wondering, why are we having all the big games played on Saturday? Of course, I think you already know this. Saturday would only be the time when these guys play because they need to prepare for what happens next. Champions League, Carabao Cup, Champions League, Europa Cup, and the Europa Conference League Cup continues next week. So they need to be ready for those games. So yeah, what I'm actually saying is that tomorrow I'll be doing my predictions and build up to the no, yeah, somewhere. No, I think I'm gonna be doing something different before that. But anyway, this is what I'm talking. This is what I'm talking about. This is what is gonna be happening. Carabao, we have my Champions League being played. Leicester City versus Arsenal, Burnley versus Brentford, Liverpool versus Brighton, Man City versus Crystal Palace, Newcastle versus Chelsea, and Watford versus Southampton. Spurs versus Manchester United. Now, this for it to actually make sense, we need to be looking at the results of some of the teams that are going to be featuring on Saturdays. So it's going to be interesting, yeah. It's going to really be interesting. So I'm just going to open another link elsewhere so that I give you this information. Do me a favor, click that like button if you're enjoying, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Try to give me your predictions before I finish what I'm doing here, guys. And I'll give you my predictions at the end of this whole thing, like the whole garden thing. Anyway, let's continue. So let's see. We're on the results. So I've decided to go back to the week 9 results just to look at some of the things that happened in some of the big teams that we're going to be watching on Saturday. So we had Brentford, which were beaten by Leicester City. So that is a really, really good, should I say, something that is really a good boost for Leicester City going against Arsenal. Then with the Hammers beat Spurs. Yeah, the Hammers beat Spurs. But the question is, Which team will be the Hammers facing, or they're going to be playing on Sunday? So it means the Spurs game against United, it will be a tricky one for them, you know. United will beat them by Liverpool with 5 goals. So yeah, as well as the United will give the Spurs. So it's just the meeting of the teams that lost. That'll be interesting. Chelsea beat Norwich by 7 goals to 0, if you remember. Now my question is this: Norwich, as they go play Leeds, are they ready to find themselves? So, which means there's so much pressure on Newcastle because that's the other team that has not yet managed to get any victory in the Premier League. Now they have to face a Chelsea, we just beat another team by 7 goals to 0. What is going to happen? That is the question that we need to be asking ourselves. It's going to be crazy. Then we look at Newcastle, who drew against Crystal Palace, which is going to be important for them. Everton were beaten by Watford by 5 goals to 0. Now, Rafa Benitez is expected to give he has to give, so let me say, feedback to what he got. But the question is this: will he have enough to make sure that on Monday when he plays against Wolves, he give them something to smile about, the fans of Everton? Because trust me, I know that they're not happy. To make it worse, because he is a Liverpool legend. So it's gonna be really crazy how he's gonna deal with that pressure. Then Watford, on the other hand, playing against Southampton is pretty much what they needed because they're going there with so much confidence after what they just did. So it's gonna be exciting to watch that one. It's really gonna be exciting to watch that one. The other game we need to look at again, we need to talk about Man City, Brighton, but Man City just lost today. So I think it will be really important to look at how they lost today and how that will help them to at least try to, should I say, revenge, if that is the best word to use, in another team. Because one thing I know about Man City, whenever they're disturbed, they always want to finish all the anger in another team, and they're gonna be playing against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace has not been that team of that much of a walkover that people expected them to be. They have been putting so much pressure. They have been surprising a lot of people. They have been attacking like crazy. So that is the question: what is going to happen in this game? That is what I'm asking you people. So anyway, Arsenal, Leicester City versus Arsenal. Like I said, this is a big game. Arsenal are on a high. They've been winning. Leicester City, on the other hand, are on a high. They've been winning as well. Beating United. Look at the teams that I'm talking about. Beating United and the other teams that they've played with. Same with Arsenal, with Arsenal as well. They're beating some of the teams. I might not know them by names, but they are beating some of the teams. So they're coming into this game believing that they have something. Head to head, Arsenal are really the favorites looking at head to head. And home wins for Leicester City are 4-12 that Arsenal have managed to take at their own home and 5 away, with 1 away win, 8 draws out of the 30 games that they've played together. So what's going to happen? Let me hear your thoughts. Okay. So let me read a little bit about what we need to prepare for this game. Leicester City striker Jamie Vardy have scored more Premier League goals against Arsenal than he has versus any other side in the competition. 11. In fact, only Wayne Rooney 12 has netted more against the Gunners in the competition than Vardy. After a 22-match winless run against Arsenal in the Premier League between 1995 and 2018, Leicester City have won 4 of their last 7 against the Gunners in the competition, 1 draw and 2 losses. Wow, interesting. Arsenal's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been involved in 5 goals in his last 6 Premier League appearances, 4 goals, 1 assist. However, all of these have been in home matches, with his last goal away from the Emirates came at Newcastle United in May. 2 of the 4 players aged 21 or younger to create more than 10 chances in the Premier League this season are Arsenal's duo Emil Smith-Rowe 13 and the Bakayo Saka 14, with Smith-Rowe assisting in 2 of the last 4 Premier League appearances. So, you know, talking about all the things that we're covering here, it looks like things are all making a little bit of sense, and it's just a matter of time before we see what the game has in store for us. So I'm really excited going into this match. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think is going to happen? Or what do you think is going to happen in the game? So Burnley versus Brentford, yeah, Brentford is the defending, and they've got a lot of bullies. My question is that will Burnley have enough in them to handle them? That is my question. Can Burnley be able to withstand the pressure that they're going to be receiving against this Brentford when it comes to attack? Liverpool versus Brighton. Now, this for me, it's a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary because we are playing with a team that loves to surprise us. They love to surprise us. They love to surprise us a lot. So Liverpool have 6-1 head-to-head. They have 6 wins against 1, 3 home and 3 away. 8 games that they've played, 1 draw. So 1 away. Brighton have managed to beat Liverpool once, which was away. 6 times they've lost to Liverpool in 1 draw. Yeah, so it means the last game that we played against them, they actually beat Liverpool. Wow. That's interesting. That is interesting to see. So they're coming into this game with a lot of confidence over what they did to Liverpool. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section as we continue with our build-up. Let me click the like button, subscribe, and give me a prediction. So, some information to just keep. Okay, did you know Liverpool won 5-0 in their last 2 Premier League matches, beating Watford and Manchester United? They are looking to become the 3rd side to win 3 Premier League matches in a row by 5 or more goals after Chelsea in 2010 and Manchester City in 2017. I think that was the century year, right? Yeah, I think so. Mohamed Salah's hat-trick at Old Trafford last week took the Liverpool forward to top 10 Premier League goals after just 9 matches this season. He is only the 3rd player to reach a double figure before his side has played the 10-game match for the campaign. After Les Fernandez, Newcastle United 1995 and 96, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin Everton last season. So there's some interesting stats, man. So only Calvert-Lewin did it last season after such a long time, Wow, interesting. Having lost their first 6 Premier League meetings with Liverpool, Brighton picked up 4 points in their last 2 meetings with the Reds last season, winning 1-0 in the extract fixture in February. Brighton's Alex McAllister has scored 2 goals in the 7th Premier League matches this season and have netted just once in his 30 appearance in the competition. All 3 of the Premier League goals have been scored as a substitute. Wow, that's interesting. Mike Dean and Eden Smart, Mark Scotland, and Chris Kevin Friend, and those are just 3 people going to be in the game. Not really interesting, but anyway, that is interesting. So it means out of the 8 times that we have played this team, they've only managed to beat Liverpool once and drawn with Liverpool once, and all this happened last season when Liverpool didn't have that full squad, didn't have the defense and everything. That's when we were still working with Ozan Kabak and all the other people. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about this, and how does it help with the confidence, especially to the Brighton players, Brighton supporters? Does this give them the confidence they need, and at least, let me say, hope that they can get something in the fixture when they play against Liverpool? That is the question that I'm asking you. Let me know in the comment section as we move on to the next round. Next game, which is going to be Manchester City versus Crystal Palace, which Crystal Palace, I feel like, with what they did against Arsenal, they drew with it, and the way they've been playing, I feel like they're gonna have enough to hold City, but City might win it in the last minute. They might control the game, but the City will win it in the last minute. Newcastle versus Chelsea. Now, money is still talking. Newcastle, we know the money is there, but they still don't have the manager. And that is where I feel like they're still lacking. Until and unless they improve that point, they will never really do anything unless they buy the transfers, they get a better manager. Right now, we are still dealing with the caretaker manager, right? The assistants of Steve Bruce. Remember, Steve Bruce was sacked in a mutual agreement with the club. So, yeah, I think they need a manager who's going to help them go up or help them to elevate. Huh. Now let's face it, Newcastle have not yet even won any single game this season. But on top of that, they need to deal with Chelsea that beat the last team that didn't win anything by 7 goals to 0. You know, it could be a dream for some people, but that does not seem that does not look by any chance appetizing to even talk about. It's not even appetizing, so it's gonna be a crazy one. I'm telling you about that one. It's gonna be a crazy one. But one thing that I know for sure is that I am excited to see how this game will go on like as we move on to the next game. So the next game we need to look at is Watford versus Southampton. Now Watford came from 2-0 down to beat Everton by 5 goals to 2. Now, when you think about it, Everton, Southampton, somehow I feel like Everton is a better team than Southampton. Maybe some people might beg to differ or may disagree with me. What happens next with the way Watford, after being beaten by Liverpool by 5 goals to 0, the way they performed? What happens next? That is the question that I'm asking. This is the exciting part about football. What's going to happen and who's going to break down this team in Chelsea? Remember, Lukaku is still injured, so all those things are going to play a part. In my case, I believe that they're going to play a part. But what happens? That's the question that I'm asking you. What happens next? Let me know in the comment section. As we move on to, if not the biggest, but the baddest game of Saturday, which is going to be Tottenham Hotspurs versus Manchester United. Now, one thing that we need to make clear over this fixture, it is an open game. It is an open game. Why am I saying that it is an open game? Manchester United are going to be playing with a Tottenham that is really shaky at the back. You see what I mean? They're really shaky at the back. They're not really giving us something tangible to touch to believe that they can win the game. They're really shaky at the back. As well as United's defense as well is really shaky. Harry Maguire was played before he had really fully recovered, and it seems like it has now somehow turned against him. He was just trying to show up for the team, but showing up didn't really work didn't really work well for him because he has lost his position and he has conceded more goals from his side than any other people. People used to make fun of Lindelof, but it looks like Lindelof is actually playing better than him. What are your thoughts? Let me hear them in the comment section. Now, this is not the only thing that I need to look at. Look at the last games: 6-1 to Spurs and 3-1 to United. This were the last season results, and 58 games which were played: 12 draws, 36 wins for United, and 10 wins for Tottenham Hotspurs. As we move on to some news, if there's anything that we need to actually be prepared for in this game, what do you think is going to happen? Greenwood can be youngest since Rooney to hit 10 away goals. Okay, what does that even mean? Let's go read down. Did you know Mason Greenwood has scored 5 goals in his last 7 Premier League away appearances and 9 overall over the road for Manchester United? At 20 years and 29 days on the day of this match, he could become the youngest player to score 10 Premier League away goals since Wayne Rooney in 1921 days. Wow, look at the pressure, man. Look at that. Yeah, He becomes the second youngest, right? Yeah, I think so. It becomes the second youngest. In 2004, with Rooney scoring his 10th away goal at Newcastle for Manchester United. Okay, as we continue, Tottenham Hotspurs have lost more Premier League matches against United than they have versus any other side in the competition, 36. So it means that the idea that United have beaten Tottenham countless times give them the confidence that they need going into this match. They believe that they can get the results and they will definitely get a result. That's how the whole thing is going to work out. That's what I believe. What do you believe? Spurs Song Yemin had a hand in 4 goals in his last 2 matches against United. Last season, 3 goals, 1 assist, having failed to register a single goal involvement in his first 8 appearance against the Red Devils, after netting 3 goals in his first 2 Premier League appearances for Manchester United this season. Cristiano Ronaldo haven't scored any of his last 4 league matches. His worst run since November 2017 for Real Madrid. Also 4 in a row. He isn't gone 5 in a row without a goal since a run of 9 for the Red Devils between 2008 and 2009. So it looks like Cristiano Ronaldo, it will be his first time to go 5 games without scoring a goal. In other words, what they're just trying to tell you is that no matter what, Cristiano Ronaldo is going to score. Remember, whenever his back is against the wall, that's when he likes to shine, He really likes to shine, And on top of that, he will be serving Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job for some time, because I don't feel like Harry Kane will have enough to come back and even try to score any game against this team. But in this one, at the same time, it is going to be a good game, a bigger game. A lot of players have to step up. For United, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, who I felt like he did play better than the other ones in the last game. Greenwood, if he's in, Maguire, Matic, Win, or Fred and Scott McTominay, those people need to be serious, because they were putting so much pressure onto the defense and they were losing their position in defense more than any other team that have won. So if that is not fixed, I feel like if they don't fix that, United are going to be exposed many times again with the Tottenham Hotspur. So it will be a matter of time if they're able to use that training boost to at least get something in this game. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Anyway, the other thing for Tottenham Hotspur, Skip has been playing so well, and there's some players I feel like the defense and Kane has to start scoring more, man. He's really costing this team, I know he didn't want to be in this club, but it's really affecting the team. And unless he turns that up, it's gonna be a crazy game. Anyway, let me hear your thoughts in the comment section as we move on to Norwich versus Leeds. Now, this is a good game because Norwich, they're just coming from carrying a 7-0 or something. Yeah. They were beaten by 7-0 by Chelsea, so they needed to find themselves. And Leeds, on the other hand, they drew. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that they drew, so they needed to find themselves in the game. Aston Villa versus the Hammers. That will be the last game on Sunday. Sunday, we've got only 2 games, which I think is really good. So, what do you think will happen now? Norwich need to find a way of coming back into this game, and Leeds wants to have more goals to at least to be those places where the media has no choice but to talk to you. So they need to find their shooting boots. Aston Villa versus the Hammers. Hammers are still in cloud 9, 7th heaven. They will be celebrating their performance. So we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. It's Aston Villa versus West Ham. Okay. The last but not least game is Wolves versus Everton. Man, the room that I'm in is really becoming so extra hot. Let me remove this crazy jersey, people. Let me remove this crazy jersey. Yeah. Anyway, like I'm saying, the last game will be Wolves versus Everton. Everton lost by 5 goals to 2, and they were really exposed, man, by Ranier. And I have a feeling that if Wolves really did pay attention to the last game, they clearly have the ingredients to get something against Everton. But would they? That is the question that I'm asking you. Let me know in the comment section as I'm about to give you my predictions. Because yes, I wanted to build up the matches. Now we go to the predictions of the game. We go up top. The first game. Arsenal versus Leicester. Oh, should I say Leicester versus Arsenal? I think, because of how much the teams have been performing so well, we should not be surprised if this game finished 2-2, man. Leicester 2, Arsenal 2, which I feel like in the way that they've performed, it'll be fair, it'll be fair somehow that they get a 2-2. What are your thoughts? Then we've got the Burnley versus Bristol. And Bristol, for me, I feel like they're going to put so much pressure and maybe probably hurt some legs from the pressure. But at the end of the day, Bristol will win by 1-0. Liverpool versus Brighton, yes, we lost the last time, but they're coming back to Anfield with a lot of fans. So I think it's going to be 3-0. I really wanted to make it 5 so that we may set this history, but I'm not really interested about history now. I really want the 3 points, and I think Liverpool can get me those 3 points that I'm talking about. Anyway, Manchester City versus Crystal Palace becomes the second game after the Liverpool game. So, my prediction, it was 3-0, right? Manchester City, they've just lost and they're going to be angry, so they might want to score goals, but I feel like they're going to be limited and they'll score 2 goals. So, what I'm just saying is that Man City 2, Crystal Palace maybe 1-0. Yeah, one of those. Then Watford versus Southampton. Watford, cause of what they did the last time. I'm going to remove them and believe that they can get something out of this game against Southampton. Watford, I'm going to believe and remove that they can win something, and they can definitely win the game. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section. So, Watford 3, Newcastle 2. That's my predictions. Southampton. Newcastle versus Chelsea. Chelsea 4-0 against Newcastle. It doesn't matter the money that is there. It's still not yet there. Norwich versus Leeds. I feel like Norwich are going to have their redemption in this game. And this game might even surprise a lot of people, finishing by 1-1. That's what I think will happen. Tell me what you think will happen. Then Aston Villa versus West Ham. Now, Aston Villa have been worse, man, and West Ham have really been going up the way, man. And Antonio, the way they're doing and what they're putting into the team, it's out of this game. So I'm gonna believe West Ham will win by 2-1. Then lastly but not least, Wolves versus Everton. Everton needs some redemption, and they're gonna be playing against the Wolves that is not finishing their chance. But they are gonna be angry enough in terms of what they produce. So in other words, what I'm just telling you is this. Everton might win this game by 1-0. I don't want that, but I think they will have enough to fight back and at least try to represent. So yeah, those are my predictions, guys, and those what I think. And now, as time is really gone crazy, I'm really tired. I can feel it in my eyes. Let me know in the comment section. Do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Football Connect. Let me hear what you're expecting to see and what will happen. We'll continue with this build up. We are not really done. We'll continue with the build-up, but at this moment, this is what we get. Thank you very much for watching. This has been the Football Connect. I've been awesome, and we are out. Peace out, people. Click the like button and subscribe to the Connect. Always important.
Beats the goalkeeper. They're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.
Sorry, guys. I was about to go, but I saw something that is interesting, and I'm just curious to just put it on the screen. Then maybe smile a bit with my friends. I want to hear what you think. Marcus Rashford has wrote something on Twitter to address to the Manchester United fans. I can't lie. I can't lie. You haven't heard from me on here because as a United fan, I didn't really know what to say after Sunday. I was embarrassed. I am embarrassed. Our fans and everything, and you didn't deserve that. We are working hard to try and fix this. We have to redeem ourselves. That is what Marcus Rashford is saying. And I feel like, yeah, it is true. It is true. They need to redeem themselves. Jurgen Klopp acknowledged his side's overall performance on the what? Performance not only for their best, but they felt the numbers were positive. Oh man, the Oracle, man. If you have not seen Carabao, let me just put this on the screen, man, for you. Let me just put the screen on the screen for you. Look at that. This ball was going elsewhere, but that leg was able to control it. And as it controls, it moved. It was untouchable for the goalkeeper. Look at the goalkeeper. Look at the goalkeeper. Anyway, we will see how that one goes as we move down underneath. Let me read what it is saying about United. Oli at the wheel. Manchester United misery worsened as Liverpool and Manchester City fans chant Oli at the wheel. Oli at the wheel. And that is not even the worst thing. The worst thing for me is probably the manager of Liverpool telling the team to ease out of Manchester United because they are going to kill them. Click the like button and subscribe. I'm out, people. Peace.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best.